All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rome, and this is the Huawei Pura 90s Pro Max. Whew, I wish they would stop making these names so long. But anyway, this is Huawei's global version of the device that they released, and it has EMUI on it. It's based on Android 16, which is a big jump for them because typically in the past, before this device, I believe, if I'm correct, it was based on Android 12. So they made a big jump up to 16 with 17 right around the corner. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I have some thoughts on this device. This device has absolutely pissed me off, but we're about to talk about it, okay? So let's get into it. All right, so let's look around the device really quickly and then we'll talk about what you get on the front. All right, so looking around the device, you can see that I do have they call it the orange ocean color, which I mean, it's beautiful. You can see the water color up here and the beach light colors down at the bottom. This is normally out of my wheelhouse, but lately I've been going with different colors for my devices, which I'm happy with actually, because I love this color. But the material that they used is an absolute fingerprint magnet, and I can't get rid of them, and it drives me crazy. But fortunately, they give you this clear, hard case in the box that I just slap on there to protect the device. Of course, I'm going to have to clean it before I put that back on there, but you can protect your device. It comes with it, and you keep the fingerprints off of the screen itself, but you still get to see that beautiful color. So I appreciate them for putting that in there. Of course, they put a 100-watt charger in there as well, the clear case and cable and so on and so forth, stuff that we just do not get here in the US. So I really appreciate that and just wanted to point it out. Okay, so with all that being said, this device is a little bit on the heavier end, but I mean, of course, it's packed with these powerful cameras. So it's 230 grams, which that's pretty much on par with foldables these days. So I mean, it's a hefty boy. But you can see that material that they use just goes all the way around the device itself, which is just crazy to me. But you see, you have your speaker up there at the top. You have either a mic or a IR blaster, not sure which one. On the right side of the screen, you have your power button, volume rocker, typical stuff. Left side, nothing. Bottom, you have your speaker, SIM tray, USB-C port for charging and file transfer and stuff like that. On the back, you have your 50 megapixel ultra HDR camera. They put all this information in there, but anyway, 50 megapixel camera, 40 megapixel ultra wide, 200 megapixel lens in here. I mean, they just packed this device, and you could tell it absolutely shows up when you take your pictures. And I can say right now that out of the devices that I've actually tested their cameras on, not a photographer by any means, this is all opinion, okay? These cameras are my favorite since I first discovered Vivo. The Vivo X Fold 3 Pro has my favorite cameras on a foldable device. And of course, the Vivo continues to be leading as far as cameras go. Of course, that's objective. So, just depends. But as far as just my favorite cameras overall, Huawei did a good job. They did a really good job. All right. So now that that's out of the way, look at all the fingerprints just accumulating on there, driving me insane. Okay, anyway, let's talk about the screen on the front, okay? So on the front, you get this ridiculously large 6.9-inch display, and that's large by today's standards. I mean, all of the Pro and Ultra devices have these really large screens, so this is big, okay? All right, so it has a LTPO OLED display, which basically means that it can drop down to 1 hertz or go up to 120 hertz based on whatever kind of media you're consuming on your device at the time and what it requires. Okay, for resolution, it has 2880 by 1308 pixels. So the resolution is really high on this device, really good. Almost 1440p. For the PPI people out there that are interested in that, is 460 PPI. Okay, so on this device, it does have their proprietary Kirin chipset on here, It is the Pura 9030S, which is a 8-core processor. So I haven't had a chance to put it through its paces. I've only had the device not even 24 hours yet. So this is just my initial thoughts and my interaction with the device and what you're getting. EMUI. This is the global version of Huawei's OS. So for Chinese, they have Harmony OS. For global, they have EMUI. EMUI is now based on Android 16, which is what I said in the beginning of the video. This software is pissing me off. I can't even say it a nice way. It's pissing me off because it's smooth, and I could tell that they just slapped Android 16 on here, so I could feel it. I could feel it. The software is smooth when it works, but I'm telling you what's pissing me off. I was dealing with Easy Abroad, which I'm used to Easy Abroad. It made everything easy setting it up on the Huawei Pura X Max. And you can see I got YouTube playing on there. But yeah, I used Easy Abroad and I just installed all my apps. And for the most part, they work. I mean, I have Instagram. I could put it up and it works. It'll log me in. I have no issues. Just good stuff, okay? Oh, everything works great. On here, when I first set everything up on Easy Abroad, Instagram kept logging me out. For some weird reason, it would just keep logging me out. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Just craziness. Then I switched over from Easy Abroad. I just got rid of it because it was really upsetting me. And the apps just wasn't behaving normally. So I switched over to Gbox. And the issues are hit and miss for me right now because it's not kicking me out right now. But earlier when I was recording a video and trying to get everything set up for this video, it kicked me out of Instagram again. So I'm not sure. I'm still working through that. If you guys, I know you guys have a lot more experience with EMUI. Some of you guys out there do. If you have any tips for me, please help a brother out because EMUI is making me so like just getting me annoyed. And then when you go into customization options, let's go into home screen style. I don't have really a lock screen option here. So it's really hard to customize it. As far as lock screen goes, you only have portrait and you have landscape. That's as far as customization goes, as far as I could tell. And you have a lock screen signature. That's driving me upset because I'm just so used to like having more customization options. Like on Harmony OS, even if I just open it up to the lock screen and I long press here, I can unlock it and edit the clock and do the always on display and things like that. I have more options here. So for this to be brought up to date to Android 16 and still feel so limited, it's bothering me a little bit. As far as just smoothness goes and things like that, I haven't had any hiccups. And with this device, let me turn off Wi-Fi for just a moment. The beauty of this newer device with EMUI and so on and so forth, you get 5G. That's really cool, actually. So I really appreciate that. So I can go in here and let me turn the volume down and I can do things like play YouTube videos. And that's another beautiful part of EMUI. You can crank everything up. So this guy's video is only in 1080p, but there are videos where I can get 2K. So right there, you see that 2160p 60? Good stuff. So you can go up to 4K on here now. So that's good. You can't do that on Harmony OS right now because those boxes they're really sitting in a container outside the device. So they're not sure what the device is capable of. So yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about this device. The other part is Gboard. For some reason, this one is allowing me to use Gboard. And I'm thinking that that's because it's based on Android 16. Harmony OS is not. It's their own software, their own OS. So that's what I'm thinking. But you can see down here at the bottom that it doesn't really affix it to the screen properly. You can see that it's cutting off the search button over here and the number button over here to the symbol number button over here. Yeah, so there's some weirdness going on that I'm going to have to try to work through on EMUI. But once you get past that, which you shouldn't have to, but hopefully I can fix all that and get it going or whatever, because one of my favorite things about this phone is the cameras. I haven't taken a lot of photos yet, but I was just snapping shots, just trying to see color accuracy. And I will say that this is easily one of my favorite devices as far as cameras go. Huawei has some color science and some things, some processing going on that I really like. What I don't like is the skin smoothing. Even with it turned off, it still has this slight skin smoothing effect on there that I really am not a fan of. I'm not even a selfie guy, but I was trying to see how it would capture my skin tone and see how things would look. My skin tone is very uneven, so I just wanted to see if it would capture that. So a little bit darker up here, a little lighter in the cheeks. So it does a good job with that, but you can see there's just a bit of skin smoothing going on. Don't have the best skin. So yeah, but outside of that, I was just snapping shots of like plants, and I snapped this shot of the bricks on the side of the restaurant that I was at the moment. The color accuracy is there, and I love that. Really good job. So I absolutely plan on taking a ton more photos with this phone because the color is there, the processing is so nice. Just really good job, Huawei. So once again, with Huawei, I'm in a love-hate relationship with one of their devices, but just because of the OS right now. With the Huawei Pura X Max, they recently got their update to Harmony OS 7, and I'm testing that right now, and there's some good stuff in there so far. So I'm hoping that we could pull some of that over to the EMUI and they show this one some love and give it a lot more customization options and just pack it with some more stuff and make it easier. I know that Huawei is banned and they're really not built for Google apps, but I'm trying to work through, and I'm hoping that you guys help me out down in the comments because that would be amazing because I'm struggling right now. I can't even deny it. But anyway, camera's amazing. Battery is really good. I pulled this thing out of the box yesterday at about 40%. And I beat it to death. I was just trying to figure out easier broad, getting apps installed and figure out why I was getting kicked out. I had this phone on constantly and I ended up not charging it until this morning just so I had enough juice to make it through the day and record this video on the device and everything like that. I was at 19% this morning from 40% yesterday and just beating the device down. That's not bad at all. So I'm looking forward to how it behaves from a full charge. So all of that is to come. If I figure out and I can compress everything down to make like a really good tutorial video on how to get Harmony EMUI set up on here with no issues, get all your apps and everything, I will do that. But right now I'm struggling. So we'll see how it goes, okay? But anyway, really appreciate you guys being here. Feel free to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help me continue to purchase these phones and bring this content to you guys, okay? All right, anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.